There we go. I had the wrong microphone selected for the stream, and that microphone was not on. But I think I got the right one selected. I think we're good to go. Sorry about the sloppy beginning to this live stream, but I was actually, you know what I was actually doing? I was actually doing a little bit of Googling for Swish Fish's question. Which, first of all, thank you so much for the first super chat and channel support of the stream, Swish Fish. I appreciate that tonight. This is going to inevitably turn into another food conversation, I see, how mini streams often do. And I was doing Googling because I do have a favorite local, I guess you would call it a small-time burger place around me. Sadly, there used to be one like right around our old neighborhood. We used to live in downtown Jacksonville, and a location that we absolutely loved closed. But this particular burger place has a second location out in Jacksonville Beach, and it is still my favorite burger place in town. It's called The Blind Rabbit, and it's easily my favorite burger place in town. I always go for a barbecue bacon burger, and normally I like just very simple, I'm like an onions, mustard, tomato, lettuce kind of guy. But I never order that kind of stuff for whatever reason. If I'm making a smash burger at home, I usually just go like the kind of the Shake Shack route, couple little tiny tomatoes, American cheese. I usually make that cayenne pepper mayo ketchup that they have at their restaurant too on potato roll, and that's about it. But this barbecue bacon burger, this is going to be a food stream. I apologize, guys, but Swish, thank you for bringing this up because I'm ready. I haven't had it in a while, maybe 6 months. It's delicious, man. You might be thinking barbecue bacon burger, this sounds like too much. And yeah, some places go a little too crazy with burgers, right? This is the perfect combination of like a barbecue glaze and some sweet bacon. Dude, it's so good, man. So if you're ever in Jacksonville, if you're ever at Jack's Beach, go to Blind Rabbit, get the the barbecue bacon burger, and do it to it, man. But I appreciate that. Yeah, I do. We do smash burgers. If we do burgers, that's usually what we do. My wife prefers grilled burgers. I would say maybe she's changed her mind in the past few months, but our go-to is like making Shake Shack copycat burgers. It's really easy to do, delicious, but yeah, anyway. I appreciate that, Swish. And yeah, you can get a fried egg on a burger is fantastic. I've never had a pineapple ring on one, but I'm sure it'd be good too. Little grilled pineapple. But yeah, I appreciate that, Swish. No squadrons tonight, unfortunately. I played it a little bit yesterday just by myself. Early. I think, yeah, it was yesterday. Just have to be, we'll do a stream soon for sure. We were kind of getting it was a little late dinner tonight. We ate dinner like 45 minutes later than normal, and I'm just kind of dragging ass right now. And I just kind of like want to sit back on the microphone and shoot the shit, talk about burgers and stuff. But yeah, anyway. What's up, Caleb? Good to see you, man. Vince Wynn, thank you so much. Good to see you. We know you're a huge coffee fan, but are you a breakfast fan? Boom, guys, we're doing this. I needed to change this stream to food talk. What is it? What should I label it? What should I label it? Food talk. I don't know. Vince says, but are you a breakfast fan? And if the occasion arises for you to find yourself at Waffle House, what are you ordering? I love breakfast. It is, I would say, my favorite meal of the day that I never eat. I usually, for breakfast, I'll usually have like a protein shake and a banana. That's really about it. But when we're like on vacation, like when we were in Savannah, man, all out for breakfast. for both days we were there. The first day, I got just a huge slab of French toast, which I usually go for savory over sweet, but both days in Savannah, I went sweet over savory. Interesting. I got a bunch of French toast the first day, and on the second day, I got a huge Belgian waffle with pecans and bananas on it. It was delicious, absolutely delicious. And then a big slab of sausage patties. I prefer patties over links, but yeah, man. Usually my go-to breakfast meal is like when I go somewhere, and if they have it, I usually go with biscuits and gravy. I love just hearty, 4 biscuits with sausage gravy all over it, with a side of sausage. Why not? It's delicious, man. Yes, Caleb. Did you ever just put hot sauce on all your stuff in the Navy? I think that's pretty universal. Yes, and I still do that to the day, man. Our refrigerator has daddle pepper sauce, Tabasco. It has spicy mustard. It is there's an entire shelf in the door of the fridge that is just hot sauces. And yeah, I mean, carried around a bottle of Tabasco on deployment and just dunked everything, eggs, everything was just hot sauced up for sure. Yeah, it's interesting how certain traditions like that carry on, right? But yeah. Anyway, Vince, if I go to Waffle House, I have no idea. I haven't been to a Waffle House, and I can remember the last time I was at Waffle House. It was either 2013, 2014, and that's the last time I've been. It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time. I'm probably just gonna get hash browns and some sausage. I really don't know. And I love making breakfast on the weekends. Whenever I make it, my go-to is breakfast sandwiches. And I like doing a bunch of hash browns and some runny eggs and some sausage patties or bacon and a slice of American cheese, usually on an English muffin. And I love making breakfast sandwiches.
Your channel gives me hope and all that gushy stuff when I need it, so thanks, man. Really interested in what you think about other film sagas like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings / The Hobbit. Ladder 2 are my favorite, lol.
Director Krennic, thank you so much for the ridiculously generous super chat and channel support this evening. I greatly appreciate that, man. Give me one sec. I got Benjamin B, and then Director Krennic, and then the Wessonator. I appreciate it, guys. But so yeah, Vince, I can't really. The last time I was at a Waffle House was after a camping trip with a bunch of buddies, and we was on the way home, and I honestly do not remember. I don't think I ate because I was pretty not feeling too good. but yeah. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. And Benjamin B, thank you so much as well. Did you see the Hacksmith's new video? They made a functioning plasma lightsaber with a real 4,000 degree retractable blade. Ben, I know exactly what you're talking about. I have not watched it yet. I've seen the thumbnail shared on Twitter. It came up in one of my recommended YouTube things on my TV. I have not given it a watch yet. I will. But that was actually the first time that I ever heard of that channel, which shouldn't be surprising to anybody out there who has watched my stuff before or heard me talk. I don't watch much YouTube. I've always said that I'm the worst YouTube watching YouTuber in the history of YouTube. I love when you search for something and you just get reaction videos of the thing that you're wanting to search for. Oh, reaction videos, you are a plague as I upload a reaction video. But no, Ben, I will absolutely check it out. I feel like it's been staring at me for the past few days, everywhere that I look on the internet. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out. But I appreciate that, man. Should I do a reaction video? Should I do like the most over-the-top reaction video? And just like the whole time, holy fuck, holy shit, like lose my voice to it like for 15 minutes. You guys know me. I would rather do that than make a legit real reaction video. It's why in my brain, when I see a ton of people, a ton of articles, a ton of shit like that written that say, you know, Star Wars Squadron tips, stuff like that. Everybody has tip videos, everybody has tip articles. My brain wants to make a troll tip video and just make it dumb. I don't know why my brain wants to go to do that kind of stuff opposed to like real tip stuff. Does that make sense? Like I want to make a dumb 5-minute obvious stupid ass Star Wars Squadrons tip video that would guarantee me losing subscribers and guarantee a lot of thumbs down, and that makes me laugh. I don't know why. That's where my brain goes. I'm not too sure, but anyway. And Director Krennic, thank you so much for the ridiculously generous super chat and channel support this evening. I appreciate that, man. And Krennic says, let me take a quick sip of water real fast. Krennic says, your channel gives me hope and all that gushy stuff when I need it. So thanks, man. Really interested in what you think about other film sagas like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings / The Hobbit. Latter two are my favorite. LOL. Well, first of all, thank you so much for the kind words. That means everything, man. Knowing that I don't think it'll ever not be weird to think that, you know, people get something out of my videos from time to time and they enjoy them. It's always humbling, and I'll never take it for granted, you know. It's still mind-blowing. So I really appreciate the kind words and the support this evening, man. So for Harry Potter, and both of them, I never read the books back in the day. Still haven't read any Lord of the Rings. I've read the first Harry Potter book maybe a year and a half ago, just because it was free on my Kindle, and I loved it. Man. And I don't think I ever saw a Harry Potter movie until me and my wife started dating in 2008. I think around that time was the first time that I ever saw like the first Harry Potter movie. The first one came out when I was, let's see, Harry Potter movie. The first one came out in 2001. So I don't know how it passed me by. It's weird, man. In 2001, I would have been a sophomore in high school. And I don't know how it would have, passed me by. I guess I just never ended up seeing it. But, so I don't have that kind of nostalgia for those movies. I like them. I've liked them all. They all get a little mixed up and a little, I mix them up in my brain, you know, because, yeah, I can't separate them for whatever reason. I don't really remember the last, like, 4 or 5. It's hard to believe there's so many of these movies. I don't really remember the last 4 or 5, but, like, the first one's my favorite. And I think because I'm a huge fan of beginnings. I'm a huge fan of origin stories, you know. It's why Fellowship of the Ring is my favorite Lord of the Rings movie. It's why A New Hope is my favorite Star Wars movie. It's why Back to the Future, you know, the list goes on and on of like first movies, first books, and for whatever reason, I love a good origin story, you know. So yeah, Harry Potter's great, and if it wasn't for Star Wars, and if I was a little younger when those movies came out, they probably would have been my Star Wars, you know. I can completely understand why kids who grew up watching those movies and read those books would get completely sucked into that world. I mean, it is a living, breathing, really fleshed out, great world to explore for, for kids to kind of play in the sandbox with. And yeah, if it wasn't for Star Wars and if I was a little younger, I could absolutely see myself being, a Harry Potter kid back in the day. As far as Lord of the Rings goes,
both trailers for season 2 have Mando offing someone and saying this is the way. It'd crack up if he started saying that after every single kill. Also picked up some A-frame datal sauce from Publix and really like it. See ya.
Hell yeah, A-frame. Vince, thank you so much for the ridiculously generous super chat and channel support as well, man. I greatly appreciate it. Douse everything in that A-frame. It's a little expensive, isn't it? It's a little pricey, but damn, it's good. It's very sweet. Yeah, it's delicious. It's delicious. Give me one sec, man. Give me one sec. But yeah. So when it comes to Lord of the Rings, Krennic, I saw all the original movies, midnight showing for all of them, with the same group of guys, and really fun theater going experience, especially with the first one, because I didn't know anything about Lord of the Rings. A couple of my buddies had read the books before we went and saw the movie, so they were kind of in this world. I have a few friends who love D&D. They are just that's what they do, man. When I have a buddy, I would love to see how many hours he has in Skyrim. He doesn't play multiplayer games. He only plays Skyrim and that kind of stuff. I would venture to say he has 800 to 1,000 hours. I'm seriously gonna look. I'm curious, but that's his world. And we all went and saw Lord of the Rings at midnight fellowship, and that was my first introduction to that world. And yeah, I loved it. I have not seen any of the Hobbit movies. Just haven't gotten around to seeing them. And eventually I would love to. But, truth be told, I just... The more I hear people talk about him over the years, and the more it sounds like they're... Oh, one sec.
Some more support. Also ordered Thrawn a Lando comic, and from a certain point of view. Just wondering if you started Dune yet?
Caleb, thank you so much for the extremely generous super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. Give me one sec. There we go. I'm looking at how many hours I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find my friends list. There we go. What is his username? Let's see. What is his username? It's gonna come to me. Sorry, I have to do this. View profile. I'm just out of curiosity. View all recently played. Only for F1. Good to see you, man. Thank you so much for becoming the latest member of the fleet. I don't know if you are familiar. You get a special role in the HelloGreedo Discord server. I do supporter Q&As once a month. They're always they're usually on the first Monday of every month. I was wondering what the hell that noise was, and my daughter, I didn't even realize it. She must have thrown her giant princess balloon in the corner of my office, and now the air kicked on and it's blowing all over my ceiling. But yeah, anyway, I usually do supporter Q&As once a month. They're usually on the first Monday of every month. I have not gotten around to doing this one, but I believe I've marked the October 19th as the supporter Q&A around 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. But dude, good to see you, man. I hope everything's going well. And yeah, hopefully we'll have another opportunity to play some Star Wars. But dude, it's good to see you, man. Ian hopped on the other day. Good times for sure. But I appreciate that, man. Everybody, could you do me a huge favor and say, welcome to the fleet, only for F1. Yeah, here's hoping. I was pretty bummed when like everything got. Well, nothing was ever really announced for like an EA Play, right? But when everything started shutting down, I was like, ah, shit, it's definitely not gonna happen, right? But yeah. Anyway, welcome to the fleet, man. It's good to see you. So this particular buddy that I'm talking about has 223 hours in Torchlight 2. That's a lot, right? 223 hours in Torchlight 2. I mean, every game is a ton of hours. I wonder, he must not play Skyrim on Steam. Oh, on Skyrim he has 201 hours. That doesn't sound right. Well, I guess it is. Maybe, I'm sure he played Morrowind and everything before it was all tracked and stuff. Anyway, how did we get on this subject? Oh yeah, Lord of the Rings. Anyway, I lost my train of thought, but I appreciate that, Krennic. I appreciate that, man. And the Westonator, Overlorded Sith, Vince Wynn, and Caleb. Thank you so much for the channel supports this evening, and I appreciate the patience as well. Where did it go? There we go. The Westonator asks, let's make it Star Wars food talk. What was your favorite food over at Galaxy's Edge? The blue milk and the green milk were awesome. Like, I didn't know what to expect with either of them. I thought it was going to be kind of like just an icy or something like that. But it was really good. I definitely like the blue milk more. It's kind of a... I asked the person who, the employee who gave it to me, what it was. They broke character to tell me, and I can't remember what the hell it was. I can't remember what the hell it was, man. But it's kind of like a, I don't know. It was really good. If you ever get to Galaxy's Edge, I recommend the blue milk over the green milk. Try them both, I guess. You're at Galaxy's Edge, right? But when it comes to food, I had the short ribs, and it wasn't. I didn't really care for them. Like the first bite, I remember biting into it and being like, "Oh, these are really good," and then everything else was like gristle. And I love ribs. I will destroy a rack of ribs. Nothing special. That's the only thing that I tried at Galaxy's Edge. Maybe I just got a bad batch, maybe I just got maybe I just got a bad gristly set of ribs. But that was my food experience at Galaxy's Edge. That's the only stuff that I tried. And then we went to I don't know where we got dinner that night. I think I actually walked to In-N-Out Burger by myself just to try it that night. I think. I can't remember. Maybe that was the night I got Mexican food takeout. I'm talking about EA Play last year. But, yeah, so I didn't try everything. My brother-in-law and my sister-in-law actually got me the Galaxy's Edge cookbook for my birthday back in May. I actually marked some pages of stuff that we wanted to try to make. Just have not gotten around to doing it. It's dumb, right? There's some good-looking cocktails in that cookbook, too. That's probably what we're going to try to make first. But yeah. Anyway, if I'm curious, has anybody... has anybody been to Galaxy's Edge and tried any food that you really liked? I know... Yeah, my experience was pretty meh, just with the thing that I ate, the ribs. But yeah, anyway. I appreciate that, the Westonator. And Overlorded Sith, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Check out a series called Madness Combat. Madness Combat. Let's check this out. Madness. I really wish it was possible to, watch I mean, I know I guess a lot of other channels do it, right? Other channels like watch shit and then during a live stream, right? Does it get hit with copyright? I'm sure my videos are in people's streams and shit, other people's videos, and I think YouTube notifies you when somebody uses your clips. I've never given a shit. Like, I think you can request that the clips get taken down, something like that. I've never cared. I've never done that. I wish I could like live stream. I guess I could. The stream would probably get taken down though. What am I? I'm babbling, man. I'm tired. I see it. It kind of. I'm not gonna watch it right now. I'm gonna keep it up here.
My dad was an honorable, decent man.
But okay, here we go. I'll skip that. Oh, this is from 2011. That's crazy. 2011 does not seem 9 years ago. That's hard to believe. These kind of remind me of the goofy stickmen combat videos from back in the day. Like, there used to be ninja stickmen videos that had like crazy fluid motion, you know? Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. I'll check some of these out. Maybe tomorrow when I'm eating some lunch before I go pick up my daughter from preschool, I'll munch on a turkey sandwich while I watch some madness combat. Sound good? But I appreciate that, Overlord, and hope you're doing well, man. And Vince Wynn, Caleb, Oscar, and Lego Star Wars Fan 77. I appreciate... Yeah, Newgrounds. Yep. I appreciate the channel support and the patience, guys. Vince Wynn says, both trailers for Season 2 have Mando offing someone and saying, "This is the way." I'd crack up if he started saying that after every single kill. Also picked up some A-frame daddle sauce from Publix and really like it. See ya. Yeah. What if that is the like the 80s action star version of Star Wars dialogue? Just just a catchphrase. What are some good catchphrases from like 80s action movies? Ooh, that would actually be fun to kind of look up. 80s action movie catchphrases. Is that the right terminology? Catchphrases? Badass 80s action movie quotes. And this is an advertise. I eat green berets for breakfast. Say hello to my little friend. You're a disease and I'm the cure. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. I ain't got time to bleed. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. I'm getting too old for this shit. I'll give you a war you won't believe, Rambo. I'll be back. Let's see. It's just people selling t-shirts. That's all this is with catchphrases. This is a rabbit hole that I could spend a long time on. But yeah, I appreciate that, Vince. The A-frame daddle pepper sauce is damn delicious. I put it on everything, man. I'll dip like roasted chicken breast in it. I'll put it all over a ham and cheese. Everything, man. I wish they sold it in bigger quantities, because I go through it so fast, and it is like $5 or $6 a bottle. It's great. It's great. I need to take a picture of my daddle pepper plant, because it's got like 30 plus peppers growing on it right now. More to come too. It's crazy. I put a little like plant food down, like a little fertilizer, and boom, just instant, like within a month, boom, just crazy. But yeah, I appreciate that, Vince. Maybe if I'm planning on attempting to make some kind of hot sauce or barbecue sauce with it when I get a bunch. You know, we got a food processor and everything, so maybe I'll send you a little bottle. I could start sell. I wonder what the regulations are on selling that kind of stuff online. I could sell HelloGreedo daddle pepper hot sauce grown from a single individual plant in my backyard. That might actually be kind of cool. I'll want to just eat it all. We'll see. Caleb Null, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support this evening. I appreciate the hell out of that, man. Hot sauce on everything. I don't know if you've ever tried daddle pepper hot sauces, Caleb, but they're kind of like a St. Augustine, a Florida thing. Delicious. Caleb says, you know it's payday, so here's some more support. Nice, thanks, man. Also ordered Thrawn, the Lando comic, and from a certain point of view, just wondering if you started Dune yet. Nice. I'm curious what you'll think of Thrawn. And I'm going to keep an eye on the chat. Have you read any other new canon novels? If you have, I'm going to keep an eye on the chat. I'm curious. But yeah, Thrawn. I liked Thrawn. I'm not going to spoil anything. I liked the first book. I haven't read any of the other ones that's come after, but I enjoyed the first book. Thrawn to me can actually. I am from St. Augustine. Yep. Thrawn to me can kind of get tiring as a character. Just like, I don't know. He's too good. You know what I mean? Like, people always talk about Mary Sue's. Thrawn is just, he is the perfect detective, right? Like a detective from Midnight on the Orient Express. He can walk into a room and he instantly knows what the hell happened. Down to the second. Thrawn is just like, yeah, he's too good, right? But I haven't read the Lando comic. I have not read A Certain Point of View yet, which is stupid because that has been on my radar for a long time. I love the concept of it. Little tiny background characters getting, a story, a life in these books. I think they just came out, or they're coming out with another one, right? I believe so. I really want to order that Pablo Hidalgo book too. From A Certain Point of View. Yeah, The Empire Strikes Back one. Did that come out already? November 10th. Okay. November 10th. I've only read Dooku Jedi Lost. That gets recommended to me a lot too. People keep recommending that, the audiobook version of that to me. Didn't know it was like a script, but I like the background on why he left the order. Ah, interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's it's kind of funny. Like the Dooku book, I'm sure I would really like it. I'm sure I would really like it, but it's not one that, for whatever reason, just kind of stands out as something that I want to read. And the same thing was true with the Ahsoka book. The only reason that I read the Ahsoka book was because it was free on my Kindle and I was on a flight and I was like, yeah, why the hell not? And I downloaded it and I ended up loving it. So I'm, sometimes these books with characters that don't jump out to me as something that I would be that interested in, and again, I read the Ahsoka book really before I started watching the Clone Wars, but yeah, I got a couple other Star Wars books I need to finish before I start another one. but yeah, it was written as an audio drama first and foremost. Okay. Gotcha. That makes sense. I remember the audiobook coming out, or the whatever you said, an audio drama. But oh, nice. Okay, Caleb. I didn't know that. Yeah, maybe I'll start listening to that on my runs, which is kind of hard for me to do. I have to listen to music on my runs, but yeah, I have not started Dune yet. I got a year.
Street to Hog the SC. I got two things. There's a YouTuber who re-edited the Hobbit trilogy, and they're much more coherent and more digestible. Also, there's a YouTuber named Wardeal who makes edits there unrivaled. Good day.
Krennic, thank you so much. Are you Australian? I'm curious. What time is it over there? And keep an eye on the chat. I greatly appreciate that ridiculous super chat and channel support. Double time tonight, man. I appreciate the hell out of that. Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. I appreciate the patience as well. So no, I haven't started Dune yet, Caleb. I'm not. I probably eventually will before the movie comes out. I need to. I own the book. I've owned the paperback for, I don't know, 15 years, and I've never read it. Stupid. I do that with a lot of things. I've actually owned the DVD of the original movie for probably about the same amount of time. I've never watched it. Dumb. But, yeah. Yeah, my favorite, if you're looking for another canon novel to read, Caleb, when you're done with Thrawn, I would recommend Bloodline. I don't know if I've mentioned it to you before, but I would recommend Bloodline. It's my favorite of the new canon. It read like a kind of like a political thriller. Princess Leia, you know, there's a huge fucking bug on my wall. A huge fucking bug on my wall. I'm gonna take a picture of this huge fucking bug on my wall right now and post it under Twitter. On Twitter. Let's see. One sec. Okay. There we go. Alright. Go to my Twitter if you want to see the huge fucking bug on my wall. I'm not gonna name it. Alright. Posted. Please don't crawl. We got pest control, so I can tell it's like on its last leg, but it doesn't, the picture doesn't do it justice. Anyway, please don't crawl on my leg. He's going behind my desk. But anyway, I appreciate that, Caleb, as I back up from my desk a little bit. Yeah, eventually I will. Yeah, but anyway, Bloodline, great book, very different. Love the characters in it, but yeah. Anyway, and Oscar Rodriguez, Lego Star Wars fan 77, and Krennic, thank you guys so much. Oscar says, ever watched Hauntology? Lost Futures. Hauntology, Lost Futures. No, I've never read. Let me see. Hauntology is neo. What the hell is that? What is that word? Isolated term, word, or phrase that in the process entering common use. A newly coined word. Oh, interesting. I've never heard that word before. Lost Futures, hot and 80s nostalgia. No. Have you recommended, I know you've recommended this channel to me before, a video of theirs. Have you recommended this particular video to me? No, I have not watched this yet. Yeah, that thing is fucking huge. Where are you, you son of a bitch? If you come crawling on my desk, I'm gonna have to smash you with my fist. But no, I have not watched this yet. Is this the one that you recommended to me, or did you recommend another one to me? I can't remember. Maybe tomorrow, when I do the barbell and the dumbbells, I'll put this on. Is that Jack Nicholson? Am I the only one who sometimes confuses Nicholson with Nicholas with the Jacks. Like F1 said, that's a huge fucking bug. I love it. Anyway, I appreciate that, Oscar. No, I'm gonna keep this up, and I will. I'll throw it on the TV tomorrow when I do a little workout. It's only 11 minutes. Okay, nice. Yeah, I'll definitely watch that tomorrow. Easy peasy. And 8. Hauntology, Lost Futures, and 80s Nostalgia. I feel like you brought this up to me before. I must have completely forgot. Okay, nice. All right, I'll definitely watch it. But I appreciate that, man. And Lego Star Wars, Krennic and Caleb, the final super chats before I jump off here. I'm going to see if the Braves are doing any better. When I started the stream, it was like 13-0. I'm curious if that is still the case. I guess I could look it up. I'm going to save the suspense. Lego Star Wars fan 77. What's your thoughts on people saying Kylo Ren is a weak character because he wasn't badass? Do people actually say that? That's kind of dumb. A weak character? Like in terms of physical strength, or like a weak written character because he wasn't a badass? I mean, I would think that there are some really great characters who wouldn't be considered a badass, right? I mean, what, like, I don't know. There are so many great characters that aren't badasses, you know? Oh, weakly written? Being a badass has nothing to do with being like a well-written character. I don't understand that. I mean, most badass characters I would say are weak written, right? Wouldn't you say? Like a stereotypical badass character, I would say is typically very weakly written, wouldn't you say? Just like, I don't know, like a Commando, like a sniper movie, right? Literally the sniper franchise. I would say that most just generic badass characters are the ones that are weakly written. Now, Kylo Ren, I thought, in terms of Star Wars villains, was one of the better written, conflicted characters. You know, there were layers to his characters, to his character. I thought his character was great, really from start to finish. I'm not a fan of The Rise of Skywalker, but I did appreciate kind of the way they handled the Kylo and Rey relationship, and that's really the only thing that I really, really liked about the movie. But I think he's one of the better written villains, confined to a kind of a trilogy, if that makes sense. Yeah, I thought he was a great character. But yeah, I mean, I would say most well-written characters aren't necessarily badasses. If you look at most movies, I guess, or stories, I don't know. But yeah, Kylo Ren, I've liked him since day one. I've liked him since we saw him in The Force Awakens. I thought he was, you know, that tug to the light, that conflict within him. I thought it was interesting. It was interesting, you know. But anyway, I appreciate that, Lego. And Director Krennic, thank you so much for the channel support. Sorry to hog the SC. not South Carolina, super chat. I got two things. There's a YouTuber who re-edited the Hobbit trilogy, and they're much more coherent and more digestible. Also, there's a YouTuber named Vordeal who makes edits. They're unrivaled. Good day. Let's see. You could argue that is weakness. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Vordeal. It is Dutch for benefit. Okay. Vordeal. Here we go. He does never surrender. The Witcher. Blue Monday. Oh, so these are like little minute-long clips that he's edited together. Okay, I'll check these out for sure. I haven't heard of this. Yeah, definitely check this out. I usually don't watch like fan edits or anything like that. If I ended up sitting down and watching all of the Hobbit movies, I would definitely want to experience them the way, they came out, the way they were made, and then maybe at a certain point watch a re-edit of the trilogy. But I think after I watched them, I'd probably be done with them and never check them out again, and not even be interested in a fan edit. But it's a bummer, man, because when did the first Hobbit movie come out, Krennic? Let's see. The first one came out in 2012. So yeah, I don't know why I never ended up seeing any of the movies. I would have been out of the Navy and working at a bookstore at that point. I don't know why I didn't end up seeing him, but yeah, weird. It's kind of a bummer too, because I loved the original Lord of the Rings movies and had great theater going experiences, and they're one of the trilogies that I'm super excited to show my daughter when she gets older, because they're so adventurous and fun and grand and yeah, they're to watch them with her will be a really enjoyable experience. Like that's one of the series that I'm just so excited to show my daughter when she's older. But yeah, never got around to seeing them. I think maybe the negative backlash towards them probably steered me away from watching them. But you can't. I'm not gonna say I haven't watched them because I heard they suck. No, I just haven't watched them. I'll watch things that other people say they don't like just because you got to experience it for yourself, right? But yeah, anyway, I appreciate that, Krennic. The bug is back in the same spot. Dude, he is struggling. I might have to I'm definitely going to put him out of his misery after this stream. But that pest control, man, once they get that on their feet, hurting. But all right. Caleb Null, thank you so much for the channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. Oh, on multiple fronts here. Caleb says, I forgot to buy Sorry About the Mess. Took care of that problem. Nice, man. Well, thank you so much for that support. I hope you like it. There's a entire chapter devoted to the Navy. So maybe you'll get a kick out of it. I didn't throw in any crazy stories or anything like that, but your experience might parallel mine quite a bit. But dude, thank you so much. If nobody knows what the hell he's talking about, I wrote a book almost a year ago. It came out, which is crazy to think about. It's available on Kindle and paperback, and it's called Sorry About the Mess. And yeah, it's like $10, I think. So check it out. The cover looks cool. I don't know, if you want a cool cover, just buy it. I don't know. But dude, thank you so much for the support. And I hope you like it. Let me know what you think. I don't know how the feedback has been great, but I don't know if that's just... See, whenever the feedback is really great for something like that, my brain goes into like, oh, they're just being nice. You know what I mean? Like, I can't take a compliment like that. Oh, if you get the paperback, you get the Kindle version too. I didn't even know that. What a nice guy. I didn't even know that. That's awesome. That's funny, man. But cool, man. Yeah, let me know what you think. I hope you dig it. But yeah, I'll for anybody that might be curious to check it out, I'll throw a link up. Shameless plug indeed. Here is here's a link to the book on Amazon. So yeah, check it out. Cool. Anyway, I appreciate that, Caleb. Thanks, man. So that is it for me. I'm going to go downstairs, see how the Braves are doing. Hopefully they're still not losing 13-0. I'm assuming it's going to be about that. Yeah, Stuart, I really want to get it. I really want to get it. Pablo Hidalgo just came out with a book. It's called Star Wars, like Facts and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, looks great. Looks like something that's right up my alley. So I'm going to end up getting it eventually. I decided that, I have some posters and prints in my office. I'm really trying to organize the wall, and I'm going to get some shelves and put little stuff on the shelves, and then I'm going to get like a small, maybe 10-inch floating bookshelf, and just put a few books on there that I love, some of my favorites. And yeah, I say that because I might end up buying it and just having it on my shelf in the background of my office. But anyway, looks like a good book. But cool. All right, guys, it is time for me to jet. To everybody who supported the channel this evening, I appreciate it. Caleb Nall, let me run down the list. Caleb Nall, Director Krennic, Lego Star Wars Fan 77, Oscar Rodriguez, Only for F1. Thank you for becoming the latest member of the fleet, man. Caleb Nall once again, Vince Wynn, Overlorded Seth, the Wessinator, Benjamin B, and Swishfish. Did I forget anybody? I don't think so. I think we're good to go. I appreciate the hell out of that support this evening, guys. Thank you so much. The channel survives because of you. And now it is time for me to go. To everybody who hung out in the chat and just listened to my dumb voice, thanks for hanging out, man. So that is it for me for the evening. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow night, probably. I don't think I'll do an afternoon stream. I'm pretty positive I'll do an evening stream once again. But, yeah. Until I see ya. I'll see you when I see ya. Have a fantastic morning, evening, afternoon, whatever. Wherever you are on planet Earth. And I will catch you all on the flip side. Let's end it with a fun song. All right, guys. See ya.